Hey guys, it's me. Here's a video of what we're about to learn. I just created my own place value chart. It looks a lot like the one you just did. It has the tenths and the hundreds on the right side of the decimal. Here I put in my decimal. We have the 1, 10, and hundreds, the thousands, 10 thousands, and the 100,000s, and so on. Okay, so I filled in my chart just like you did in the last slide. And now I'm going to start working with numbers. Now guys, when we read numbers, when we get to a comma or a decimal, the comma or the decimal has a specific name. For example, when we get to the end of the billions house, when we get to that comma, we say billion. When we get to the end of the millions house, we say million. When we get to the end of the thousands house, we say thousand. And then when we get to the end of the ones house, the units house, we say and when we get to that decimal. Okay? So I'm about to write down a number so that we can read it out loud. Okay. Here we have the number 521.3, which is not the correct way to read it. But we can easily say 521, and then we have to say and because we got to the decimal, and we have to say 3/10. Now, after we get to the decimal, at the end of our number, we have to read the place value's name. So here we have 3/10 because it ended in the 10th place. Let me give you a little different example. Okay, now I added a 6 to the end of the number. Now, I'm still going to say the same thing at the beginning. 521. And now I'm going to put these two numbers together at the back. 36. I can say that number, 36. But what's the place value it ends in? Hundredths. 36 hundredths. So I have the number 521 and 36 hundredths. Let's try a bigger number. All right, here's a bigger number. Now, if we were to see this without a place value chart, we'd probably panic because it's really large, but we have to break it up into houses. So you see how I put boxes around my numbers, my groups? So my first group is right here in the thousands house, and I can easily say that number. Okay, this is second grade math. 421. Okay, I can say that. That's an easy number to say. So now what house is it in? It's in the thousands house. So I would say 421,000. Now my next number is 873. Okay, that was in the units house or in the ones, so I don't have to say anything afterwards. So if this was the only number I had, I would say 421,873. But we do have something after the decimal. So now when I get to the decimal, remember we have to say and. So 421,873. And here's my next group. 18. 18 hundredths because it's in the hundredths place. Okay, let me give you a different example. All right, here's the